let's cut all with the bullshit. Stop all of the semantics, okay? Conscious debates. What's really the purpose? What purpose is it really serving the people to have these conscious, so-called conscious debates? If anything, if we're gonna debate any material pertaining to our story, it should be done in private, selective viewing, um, and it should be a result from this information that's being brought to the table. Um, it shouldn't be done on a public format because then it becomes a form of entertainment. And it's actually being promoted like entertainment, like it's fight night, or when we went from rap battles to conscious battles. I mean, come on. It's confusing to the people. It's really confusing to a novice or beginner. Someone that's not really that aware of this knowledge and the science and the deep science that comes with obtaining this knowledge. Um, it can be very confusing, because a debate is perceptions and perspectives. So a person that doesn't really have their own mind yet, or let's say a person that's coming from out of the cloud of religion, so you hear something that sounds good and you go with it. It might not even be factual. It could be something that could be totally debunked, something that could be totally proven to be incorrect. But because it sounds good or is more appealing or a person had a better presentation, they win the debate. And a person will think that what this person is saying is actual and factual. When the person that lost the debate could really be presenting the real deal. But because their presentation of their showmanship isn't excellent, they lose. This sounds like entertainment. What is this? A talent show? I mean, come on. It's not fair to the people. And these people that are doing these things, they know better than this. These people been around for a while. They done sat and studied and soaked up information from the elders, you know, and now they're trying to create themselves. See, they're being led by their ego. This is where their energy goes. And obviously it's not going in a direction that's gonna higher your level of vibration. This is actually lowering the vibration of the people because it's causing too much confusion, too much tension over things that shouldn't even be debated. But see, debate has become debate or the bait that keeps you confused. You see, we don't need the confusion. We need enlightenment. We need to be enlightened. See, the fog is supposed to be thinning, not thickening. And what this is doing is thickening the fog. It's more of a hindrance than a help. And I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not knocking anybody, but what I'm saying is, let's be realistic here. What is really the purpose? What have we benefited? What has been the benefit thus far of all of these debates that's going on within the so-called conscious community? You got these niggas debating. Oh, and don't be offended because I said niggas. You know, I'm not going to elaborate on all that, but like I said, if you comprehend the power of words and how you can take the power from or give power to a word, then you can use whichever word you choose to use, and you use it how you choose to use it. It becomes your weapon. But also, if you know the science on the niggas, or the many other variations of, it's not even a question. Anyhow, what these niggas is doing is confusing people intentionally, because they got a product, that they're selling, or some type of merchandise. They're writing books, books upon books upon books, and they're selling books. Every time there's a new function, they got a new book. Come on, wake up. It's turned into church, religion. You relying on this. These people aren't even seeking information on their own because they're caught up with trying to get your information, trying to pick his brain or her brain. It's not being insightful. It's not using intuition. These people should be teaching you how to empower yourself, not how to depend on or rely on someone else. Any herb, any healing supplements, any remedies, you can put these things together yourself. You can collect these items to yourself. You can collect these different things that you need yourself. Blend them yourself and use them. You don't have to seek a vendor to do what you can do for yourself. And if a person's keeping this a secret, like it's their top secret formula, that's not fair. Give this information to the people. Allow these people to empower themselves. You have to put your egos to the side. See, that's that Euro-Afrocentric thinking. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And furthermore, you niggas is still debating material. You're debating topics that Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark already done debated, already substantiated. And you still debating it or want to debate it amongst yourselves? Are you serious? If I was the beast, I'd be laughing at you. But what most of you don't realize is COINTELPRO has never ceased to exist. It's a lot of agents in your midst. But see, you have a false perception of what an agent is or isn't. You have to be careful. A lot of these brothers got this message, or they talk my brother, my brother. They talk this message of hate. Yeah, that's what the beast wants you to do, to hate. They want you to revolt violently because they already got something set up for that ass. So these people that are provoking you to use violence to obtain your objective, no. And I'm not saying be passive. I'm not saying don't practice self-defense. But what I'm saying is don't be fooled. Don't be misled. Because none of these people that's telling about kill the white man, kill a cracker, kill a cracker, has yet to have killed a cracker. Comprehend that. Use your mind. See, mind power is divine power. Learn how to utilize that. They're turning these debates into a fashion show. You're talking about getting the white man out your DNA, getting the white man out your genes, but you can't even get the so-called white man off your damn back. You wearing this designer clothing labels. You catch these niggas in polo and all these other European apparel designer labels. Promoting all these designer labels. I mean, so what? We can cure cancer, but we can't make our own clothes? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with commerce or purchasing merchandise, because people have always sold merchandise. Everybody didn't make their own clothes, their own material. People did buy things from other people. That's how you kept, things flowing. Everybody had a trait that they brought to the community. But this is still buying outside of our community. This isn't putting money in our community. So what, you bought this from a black store, a so-called black-owned store. It's still selling so-called white European products. It's like an oxymoron. So what is a black store if it's still selling European products? If it's not selling all African products or melanated produced products, you're feeding into the same machine. You're playing semantics on yourself. So you're also caught up in money and materialistic things. See, that's what I mean when I say Euro Afrocentric. You have to come back to nature, to the natural way of things. We used to have a system, a barter system. Everyone had worth, everyone served value. See, this capitalistic society, this capitalistic ideology is the reason why you have poor people, people suffering, people that are homeless. The water's polluted, the soil's polluted, the earth is polluted because of finance, selfish finance. So it's a fine line. Of course, everyone has needs, but you have to learn to separate your needs from your wants or make them the same. Then that way you only want what you need. You know, but like I said, these debates are things that Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, they already did this. Come on. It's not really that hard to figure it out. Piece it together. Y'all been debating for how long now? You know, I came into this, we'll say maybe about 3, 4 years ago. It wasn't that hard to piece it all together. I was led in the right directions to come across the right information and research the right information to obtain the knowledge that I obtained over that duration of time. Although it may not seem like a long period of time, what is time really? Time is an illusion. See, it's all about mastery. And we all master on different times because we're all on different levels. We're not the same. Don't get confused. Don't get confused and think that we are all the same because we're not. We are not all equal. Some are greater, some are less than others. When you're dealing with species, you have greater and lesser species. The predators are the predators. They outdate the prey. That's why predators don't prey. You know, but yeah, we really got to get to the root of these things. You know, stop debating silly things like is the white man the devil? Is the black man God? Is the black woman God? First off, see, this is what I mean about semantics. Because we all know that God, goddess, whatever you choose to call it, is an energy, a frequency, a vibration. Why are we putting gender to it? Why are we attaching gender to it? Why are we getting emotionally attached to gender? This is causing further division and further confusion amongst our people. This is unacceptable. So we got to start being real with ourselves. We have to deal with reality. You know, rise and be greater. You'll either be more or be less. But see, that's the problem. They're still trying to bless, be less. See, but a blessing is a curse. In order to be blessed, you have to be cursed. So to say that you're blessed, that means that you've been cursed. See? Stop playing games with yourself. Stop playing God games. Stop it. Stop playing conscious games. Because some of you are so conscious that you seem to be unconscious. And that's not a help to our people. See, that's the problem. Then you're talking about race and getting caught up in race, which is another illusion. Stop focusing on the rainbow and learn to focus on the inner glow. And if the black man is God and the black woman is goddess, and we're the fathers and mothers of civilization, then isn't it parent civilization if all civilization is our children in one way, shape, or form? Seeing how y'all like to go by facts and what's documented. So we're going to leave the spiritual realm and the spiritual aspect and the cosmic creation and the cosmic origins and essence of things out of it. And we'll talk about this documented information, documented sources and references that people so love to attach themselves to, although they claim to be spiritual, but they seem to rely so much on the physical. It's another illusion. But if we're the parents, the creators of civilization, then it's time that we parent. Have we committed an act of child neglect against our children? Is it time that we correct this? Is it time that we start parenting properly? Is it time that we enlighten our children instead of dulling them down, allowing them to be consumed by these distractions, these mind control mechanisms that are designed to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind? All of these video games, these sports entertainment, television entertainment, music entertainment. Music is supposed to be spiritual, soulful, uplifting, not entertaining. It should make you feel good. It should bring high vibrations, not low vibrations. And television is telling every vision but your own. Learn to view your own inner vision. You know, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just making suggestions. You know, I just want to correct this misbehavior that's taking place and this run amok in the melanated community. You know, and I have no problem with using the term black because, you know, when I'm dealing with my people, we talking science, melanin, darkness. So I have no problem with using that term. But now, if we were talking law, government, political, sovereignty, status, the the diplomatic way of things, or the bullshit that's put together, that's behind the scenes, the underlying um, um, different faucets of information that exist, or identities that exist. Although that's a semantic as well, because we'll be honest, just because you claim a certain sovereignty doesn't mean that your sovereignty has to be respected. Am I against sovereignty? No, I'm not. And when you claim your sovereignty on your card, it don't say damn Morocco on it. It says Asiatic as a race. I do think that certain things need clarity, because you got a lot of Moors arguing amongst themselves, and they're Moors, but they want to pick apart and dissect what it is to be a Moor, but none of them are really truly getting to the essence of what it is to be Moor. But see, y'all so caught up on the historical Moors, the physical, documented Moors written in his story, that you fail to research the information from our story. You talk about unlocking your DNA, eating the right foods and the right diets and things of that nature, but for what? Isn't it for ascension? So how are we going to ascend if we keep conducting ourselves on such low level vibration and feeding into low level activity? See, that's the trick. It's the matrix. See, but that's why the feminine is so important. See, because they trick the mom to get the son. And don't be confused. Daughters are sons too. See, but they got you confused. They're so focused on gender. The earth has a sun. And the reflection of that sun, as above, as below. Well, I'm not going to get into all of that science in this video. I don't want to do that. You know, I really want to deal with the issues that could really benefit our people. And this is something that we need to do before we can move on and really build ourselves as a structured unit. You know, we have to practice solidarity. We have to practice group economics. We have to comprehend the principles of economics and solidarity. How to aggregate our dollars and put our money together in a way that we could become a structure, a way that we could become a nation and create a nation. See, if you create a nation, then you don't have to seek sovereignty from other nations whose sole purpose is to oppress you because they know who you truly are. That's why they split you and divided you and made you think you all different. You're arguing about being African or being Moor, same thing. Arguing about being Asiatic or being African, same thing. Arguing about being a Hebrew or being a Moor, same thing. Kemetic, same thing. And it's our history is much more deeper than Kemet. That's the baby. You know, it's mound structures in Louisiana that outdate the Great Pyramids. So wrap your minds around that. Is this really a foreign land? Or is that an illusion that's been programmed by a foreign man? I don't even know if I should call him a man. Beast. Parasites. Whatever you choose to call them. Illusionists. Sorcerers. It's what I prefer. Because you're dealing with the source error. But they created this illusion to make you think that they're the source. And around the world, everybody looks to this false source, this source error, to guide them. They're being guided into destruction. You know, it's time that we get back our minds. It's time that we truly, truly comprehend what it is to regain our African minds, to regain our original mind, origin, original mind. We have to be original because we are original people. It's time that we act like it and stop following. Don't be a follower because, like I said, fall low. It's to fall low. Don't be a follower because then you fall lower. That means you're spiraling down, not up. We need to rise our energy up, not down. So I would suggest, you know, you take off all the designer hats and the wig hats and put on your thinking hats. Stop being fooled by these semantics. Learn to see through the veil. Because just because they appear to look like you doesn't mean that they're like you. I just wanted to share that with the people. You know, I'm not going to take too much more of your time because I know I know how that is, you know, with attention. You know, attention get too lengthy. You know, some black people tend not to want to pay attention anymore. You know, but yeah. So I just want to say we definitely gotta stop falling victim to these semantics and to these devices. We have to detach. Detachment, that's the key.